Hey people, welcome to the Storybook. Our today's guest has a reputation that precedes her. She has made her own world with wit and will, fought her fears, won her challenges, transcended doubts and dilemmas, and now aces the real estate industry. She is the MD of the Raglan Group, a certified life coach, and an author. I welcome Mrs. Ritu Singhal. Hello, ma'am. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for a very
How
humble
are you, ma'am?
introduction. Yeah, all good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
So let's start your story. It
Mhm.
starts decades back, right? A couple of years back. You were this normal housewife, and
Mhm.
your world revolved around your children and your husband. But there was this one unfortunate incident where your husband died. There was this untimely death. Then there were people, the bankers, they were on top of your head, asking you to give up your house to fulfill the debt. Your workers had insecurity that you would not be able to take care of the company. People had their doubts and insecurities attacking at you. But, ma'am, your mental strength, because of that mental strength, you solved the pieces of jigsaw puzzle one by one. Ma'am, where did this mental strength come from?
Yeah, this mental strength came from the life philosophy I follow. So this I'm following for last many years. I never knew that this is going to become my such a backbone in my most critical times. And especially this was beyond anybody's imagination when my husband committed suicide and huge debts. It was like 60 crore debts and hundreds of court cases. So it was totally kind of a shattering situation, but that life philosophy came so handy. I remember, I used to initially, before joining this philosophy, I used to be a person who would get easily depressed, So, but after joining this, I understood law of cause and effect. I understood how life is. So I just took it head on. I thought I have no other choice. I can't run away because I cannot run away from karma. So this life philosophy was really handy, I can say. And secondly, because of this philosophy and because of the mentor we had, so I always would get, like, anybody has anybody, like some people make role model, maybe Nelson Mandela, maybe Mother Teresa. So for me, he was Dr. Daisaku Ikeda was the role model. So because he had seen such great difficulties, after World War II, he was so sick. Also had immense issues, so how he came out of it. And not only that, he won so many awards, more than 380 doctorates from all over the world without formal education. So
Yeah.
that was a great inspiration for me. So I always would think that if he could do, even I can do, so that was my, power point from where I would get power and nourishment. Yeah, so I kept moving forward. Yeah.
And we just spoke about doctorates and not having formal education. Ma'am,
Yeah.
your education background too. I mean, it's like really, it coincides with the situation. You are a gold medal holder in law, and because of the situations, you stepped into the production engineering estate world. There was a big gap, and how did you bridge this gap?
Yeah. So I believe, education does not mean that you are, good in one area. I believe it's more of sense of analysis, sense of, reasoning, and you have basic intellect whereby you can apply it anywhere. So though you have to train yourself, you have to train your mind, you have to really work hard, no doubt about it. Uh, like I'll say, law education came handy in terms of that people will get scared that they can't cheat on me because I had that background, so maybe I'll take them to the court.
Good.
So, but on other side, as far as engineering, like we have industry also, and that time industry had not really begun, so it was in bad shape, means just started, and then this happened. So all staff left because They thought now this industry is gone, who will handle, like that. So things were really bad. But once the decision was made that I have to run it, because I tried selling, I really tried that somehow I could get out of it, because even I never believed I can do it. But I didn't get the price, it was like peanut kind of prices I was getting for that, and loans were huge. So then I started educating myself. I went to China, I worked in their labs, learned how to make synthetic leather. So I would go to my site, I will understand the foundations, sit with engineers, learn the basics that how it can be done. So, I remember making notes, sitting with the seniors or experts, like even on 15th August, I remember from morning till evening, I was sitting with them and just, making notes that how electrical equipments can be, efficiently used. So this is how I educated myself in all the areas, whether it was real estate, building foundations, or whether it was chemicals relating to industry, or even marketing. I was so weak in marketing. I would say I can't tell the price of the product. It was not me, kind of person I was. So I trained myself slowly and steadily towards everything, because I had a great belief that without education, without technical know-how, I cannot really run industry. I cannot really take control of it. People will make fool out of me. That I was very clear. So I really made effort to learn. Yeah.
Wow. People at one point they just give up, but your spirit was so nice. It was like a shining star, ma'am. You were like a warrior at that time, I must say.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
coming
so
to
much.
warrior, yes, and you made your space in a male-dominated society. Oh, sorry, and male-dominated industry. How has this journey been? From being this one woman who really didn't know a thing, and now, being a part of this industry, and actually having your own space.
Yeah, it was somehow funny as well as adventurous, because people wouldn't take me seriously. They would think, कि, oh, ma'am, मतलब उनसे क्या करना है? As if lady से क्या करना है? That kind of feeling. So whether it was banks, whether it was any government organizations, whether any even customers or suppliers, they would feel that she doesn't know anything. She's just sitting on the chair for the sake of it. But so they will not get into that interaction. Like even if I'll go to the government office, I remember they will not even look into my eyes, they will not even look at my face. They will turn towards the director, and they will start talking to him, because they thought I don't know. But because I had gathered so much knowledge and I wanted to really deal it, from the root level, so ultimately they'll get back to me and they'll say, she knows and she knows what decision to make. So it was an effort. So many times like once I went for SBI meet, State Bank of India ka ek official dinner tha. And there were 600 men were there. I was the only female.
Oh my God.
So they all, you were looking at me as if, some alien had come. So they were very uncomfortable, and so I had to make an effort to make them comfortable, so it was always like that. So, but once they would get comfortable, they will know that, she means business and she knows it. It's not at superficial level she's talking. So that is how I had to win trust. And especially in terms of real estate, when I had to buy land, new land, that was a great struggle, because at that time, people also took me very lightly. Oh, she's a lady, how much she knows, or we can do whatever we want to. So that time I used to tell, this is the only time when I feel, oh, I'm a female, So in that also I had to train myself a lot. I will gather a lot of information about lands, lot of things, inputs about it. And then I will have first meeting to talk in such a way that the person, he doesn't take me for granted, and he understands that I know. So it was a great effort, but it was adventurous, trip.
Yes. And ma'am, while I was going through your LinkedIn profile, I made this striking, observation. I know you in personal life, and I know how much value you give to ethics and values. And in your LinkedIn bio too, you had said it very appropriately that I will work only with people who have high values and work ethics,
Yeah.
which was definitely very good. But was there any time at any point you faced a backlash, or you thought like maybe this was a profitable deal, and because of this thing I would have, I just succumbed down? Was there any time like that?
Yeah, many times. Like there were many OEMs. There's always corruption at every level, whether it's a purchase
Yes.
department or production department or it's R&D department. They'll approve your product, but then a production department will reject it, or purchase will do some manipulations. They will kind of there were many ways how they will handle this. Price
Yes.
factor, product factor. In our product what happens, that if you give little more heating, so it will crack. So if they want to prove that they don't want to buy from ABC supplier, so they will prove your product to be wrong. Such things happen because we are not giving them bribe. So I had to face it at many places, but I really fought back. So there was one organization where something like this happened in a major way, and they were our bread and butter in a way. But I did
Hmm.
not give up. So ultimately, I went to the senior management. I went to the owners. They're big company, 2,000 crores. So I went up to the owners and I told them everything, how it is happening. So and somehow the people there, they were chucked out, but few people were still there, and they
Hmm.
again manipulated in such a way that we were out from that organization. But I did not feel that I should not have done this. And later on, they came back to us. How? Because of our product. There were few products which only we were making. And so for that, they had to come back. So how I fought this battle was based on product. That if we are
Yes.
giving good product, we are giving good price, we are giving good service, then nobody can beat us. So I only focused on what special product I can make. So I work more on R&D, so that we are different from others. And there was another company, again they are multinational company, and they used to buy a lot of material from us, and it is a very specialized technical product. But somehow things happened in such a way that for 1 year they did not buy from us, and I also did not sell it to anybody else. I was committed to my, whatever MOU we
Resolve.
had done. So I said no, there was commitment. So till there is proper communication and they refuse to buy, then only I'll go somewhere else. So ultimately, I got to know in their company there was some problem. Their own people had left the company, made a new company. So then when they understood that how we waited for 1 year, they became kind of our own, like a family. So much trust, so much respect I earned because of that. So this is how I continued. So I never gave up on my value system.
My God, your value system. This is this one time where our generation is just, giving up on values, following the way of corruption or sensationalism, just to get these things their way. But I think until we don't have a value system, we can't go very long. Value system is like
Yeah,
this horse of a long run. The benefits will be in long term, not in short term.
exactly.
Definitely, ma'am, your story is very empowering.
Yeah. So we
So,
should
ma'am,
not
what
look
is
in.
your...
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. What were you saying?
I said we should not look in for short-term gains. That is the key.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And ma'am, your story was very powerful. Definitely. What is your message to all the women out there who are fighting taboos and stereotypes, but effortlessly striving to prove themselves and make their place in this world?
I believe that they need to be very strong, not to give up. because mostly the obstacles we will face, I also face millions of obstacles, right, left and center. So, but not to give up. You need to believe in your own self. We have huge potential. One of our literature, they say women can surpass men, So, I believe so. But only thing is women get shadowed and they just give up because they believe, they somewhere inherent belief is that maybe they cannot do it, or maybe they're supposed to be, just obey other people. I'm not saying we have to be very respectful. We really need to hold everybody with dignity. But point is not to lose one's own dignity as well. That's my message to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We had a lovely conversation with you. Thank you for being on the show,
My
ma'am.
pleasure, absolutely my pleasure, Ankita. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Take care. Yeah.